Hello guys, how are you again today? This is Ed with Fix It Pros. We're repairing an Apple Watch Series 142 millimeter device here. The LCD is still good, and so we want to be careful taking this off, and we have our new LCD that we're going to install on this. So let's get started. This one kind of like, you're going to see it was already kind of broken up already. So it's going to be a little bit easier to kind of break off. This was kind of like chipping, so you want to make sure you put your protective gear on. Make sure protect your eyes at all times, and use your Sesmo. I like using, or you can use like a blade, and you want to start kind of just digging into here. And you're going to see like some of these are going to start chipping off sometimes, and then you want to be careful too with this little. It looks like adhesive tape, but it's not, and this I don't know the exact name, but sorry, excuse me, but I'll find out what it is. But it's it's like a ribbon cable, so you gotta be very careful, and it's like connected to the motherboard, so don't tear that. I mean, it is replaceable, but it's a kind of easy repair, and you don't have to now have to order it and then hold up the repair process. But just be careful, so when you start picking those off, and you're gonna start seeing that like for example, like over here, you can, these will just kind of come off, they'll break off easy. But if not, I try not to use too much heat, because you can maybe damage the LCD, or the motherboard. So you're gonna start trying to like gently lift up and see how that kind of broke off. This one's gonna break off kind of easy, just little by little. You just kind of go around it, and then you'll start seeing where this thing will kind of just lift up. And this one's going to come up easy because it was already kind of broken. So anyways, there you go. This pops up, and you're going to see that it kind of opens up this way like a little book. But there's not a lot of wiggle room, so you got to just be careful. You're going to see, I believe the easiest way to disconnect this, I'm gonna show you in a second, but a lot of videos, it's actually like a good idea to disconnect the battery, although sometimes I don't do it, but it is a good idea. This battery kind of comes up kind of easy, so let's try to do that. Gotta be careful here. Just want to be a little careful. Let's tear that up. Not super glued down. Okay. Not super glued down. And then we're going to series 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, this one, usually they'll say like 7,000 series, but this one just said 42 millimeter, so we were guessing that it was a series 1. But now I know for sure, because underneath here it'll say S1, so that's pretty sure that stands for series 1. Okay, so now you're gonna want to disconnect this battery, which is right over here. These two little connectors. It's a little tricky, so you want to see if you can hold down one end of it and pop this up. I don't know how easy that's going to be, but we'll try. It's always safe to disconnect, although I've done it a couple times, but who knows. At one time you try it, and then you get an issue. Okay, it's not coming off that easy. And you gotta be careful too, you don't want to like rip this. They don't make it easy, there's not a lot of room here. I'm gonna try one more time. See if we can disconnect that. And you don't want to tear these cables. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay, so you just gotta be a little careful. There we go. That goes in that way. And now we can safely remove the LCD. So I want to kind of show you. They show you in some videos, like you got to hold down one end. The best way to do this is right underneath here. See, I don't know if you can see that. There's that little flap right there, is try to get underneath that. You want to lift up like this. So if you can get underneath that little tab, and you want to just try to pop that open. You might bend it. See how it kind of pops up? Just be careful, don't completely tear it, because this is all connected. There's another flex cable here, so I'm going to be careful. So I'm going to try to see, it's already kind of coming up already. So if you can, just kind of want to lift that up. You kind of want to like bend out, lift that little guy up. There you go, boom. Once you get that up, then all this is going to come out. Pop that out, and then here you go. Here's your flex cables right here, okay? So easily pop these out. Again, remember there's another bracket underneath here, so you're going to want to kind of hold that down too. See if you can hold that down. And these LCDs have become a lot cheaper, well, at least for the Series 1. There we go. So, save that. You never know if you can ever refurbish that. Okay, now we got that done. Want to clean this out because this job's pretty much done. You know, it's not like that difficult. So you want to get all those little fragments out. Get all that out. And see, like I said, this flex cable, it's actually here. It's connected here and underneath here somewhere. Never had to repair it. So I was always kind of scared of these watches because I just didn't know how difficult they were, but I saw some videos and, you know, they make it look so easy, and then I started to get into them for myself, and I saw where the little pitfalls can be, which they don't mention, but I like to mention them because I like for somebody to make a video to show me where all the problems can happen before I get into them. Okay, so that's looks pretty clean. Let me just grab another flat tool. I have one laying around. There we go. I just like using something like this just so I can make sure I get all the glass out. You know, this looks like you know, double tape, but it's not. Again, it's like some kind of flex cable, some kind of connector, whatever. I'll figure it out what it is. I'll let you guys know in the description. I know somebody's gonna comment, it's a flux capacitor cable. That's a joke. That's from Back to the Future. So anyways, okay, so there we go. It looks pretty flat. Okay, so now let's connect that LCD. Okay. You know, the thing is, it's like you're gonna connect this and you're gonna have a problem connecting it. This is why, like, sometimes I don't even disconnect this battery, because connecting this is gonna be a pain while having this on it, but we'll see. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of disconnecting this, but let's try it. Let's try it. So I'm gonna connect the first cable. I don't know if you can really see that. I'm gonna connect this cable here. fat fingers, you're gonna have a problem. Alright, so that looks pretty flush. Okay, that looks pretty flush. Okay, now, so we can connect that battery. So this went in this way, right? Now we gotta connect this to this. This is gonna be fun. I'm sure there's gotta be a better way to do this, but oh, okay. Let's see if we can do it this way. Let's see if this is possible. Hopefully. It's not really working. Let's see if we can connect it this way. And just try to pinch it. Again, not a lot of wiggle room here. I don't think that's all the way on, but it's kind of on. Let's just pinch it a little bit more. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I found a new method. That's not too bad. Okay. Now, this should come on. Let's try it. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure we're not messing this up. Okay, so put this back in here. Make sure there's no glass. Okay. Put this back in here. Okay. Let's just try to power this on and see if it's gonna work. I don't know if that's the power button or that's the power button. There you go. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now it works. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better to disconnect the battery because last time there was an problem and I had to like restore it. So that's probably what happened. So now you know that's a better way to kind of flip the battery and kind of pinch it that way. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So if you have any questions, I can put a link down below where I get the LCDs from. These are really good quality LCDs, and they seem to be the same resolution as the original. As you can see, pretty high quality. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, I want to also show you where I get these teardown tools. I'll put a link. These tools are awesome. I like using these. You know, this actually tool right here, I've had this for like, I don't know, 6-7 years. You know, the tip finally broke on one end, but this is like my go-to tools when I need to work on something. But that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate it, you watching this video. If you like it, click subscribe and support Fix It Pros. Have a great day.